What's up, everybody? It's JC back with another banger of a video. Today we're playing some Kayn in the mid lane. So Kayn in the mid lane is an interesting pick because his early game is not the best usually. You really want to scale, but his roaming capabilities are awesome, so you can roam and pretty much impact the map that way. If you lose lane, it's okay, no big deal. For our starter item, we did start with a tier and 2 health pots, and we're going for our final build. I'll tell you that in a second, but for our runes, we went First Strike, Magical Footwear, Biscuits, Cosmic Insight, Sudden Impact, Ultimate Hunter, and for our rune stats, we went Double Adaptive and Magic Resist. We went the Magic Resist because of the Morgana burns. The Morgana burns scare me, as well as the Shaco burn. So we're playing against the Talon. This Talon, he was super aggressive, but usually Talons are. His early damage is just really good. It's a lot better than us. If he hits his rake and gets his passive on us, it's really, really hard to sustain and win lane. So you just need to be careful about that. Really, with Kayn early though, when you start tier, you just want to farm best you can. We started W just for the poke. We're gonna go blue Kayn. I know we're playing against a melee matchup, so we're getting red form, but I personally believe that blue Kayn is more fun. I think you can impact the map a lot more. He does hit us with a ignite. He's not able to finish it off though, so we're able to sustain here. For our final build path, we're gonna be going obviously we started a tier, but we're gonna rush into a Duskblade this game just for the escapability and the evasiveness. Once you get a kill, you disappear with Duskblade for a few seconds. And then we'll go into a Man Immune to upgrade the tier. Boots are situational, but we're gonna go with Merc Treads for the tenacity because they have a lot of stuns, roots. Morgana Q is one of the most busted abilities in the game if she hits it. Here we're able to get this Talon because he's played so aggressive and he's so weak. We just dropped our ignite on him after we flash Q'd, and we're able to pick up the kill. So yeah, the last 3 items, so we go Duskblade into Man Immune with Merc Treads, and then our next 3 items are going to be Death's Dance for extra survivability, Yumi's Ghostblade for added mobility and damage, and then we'll finish it off with the Serelda's Grudge to hopefully do some damage against the Nasus. Because you know Nasus infinitely scales and just becomes super tanky with his lifesteal passive and his R resistances that he gets from using his R. But yeah, it's optimal usually when you're playing Kayn in the mid lane. You want to go the form that you're playing against 9 times out of 10. But this was a stream game. I was just streaming and I was like, you know what? I just want to play some blue Kayn and terrorize everybody in the other lanes. So that's what I wanted to do. By the way, I do stream on Twitch. If you want to go give me a follow over there and join the live stream sometime, it's twitch.tv/its_JC. And I'll leave a link to my Twitch in the description below. Please go check it out. Give me a follow. I'd love to talk to you guys live. So we're here. He still out trades us because Talon, again, his early damage is just nuts. But he does not scale very well, especially if he doesn't get an early lead. So on our first back, we were able to get 2 long swords. So we do have some pretty decent damage. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Again, the Talon played very aggressive and made a lot of mistakes early, which helped me get a lead. But you never want to dive. I mean, especially this early in the game, you're gonna die. Best case scenario, you trade 1 for 1, but we knew his ignite was down, so he couldn't even trade 1 for 1 there. So we're gonna take another quick reset here, see what we can buy. We're already sitting at 2-0 at 5 minutes into the game. We were able to get our serrated Dirk for some extra lethality. Eclipse is also a very good mythic on Kayn. It's good for when they have way more tanky teams. It also gives you some Omni Vamp or some extra survivability. But the max health damage on it is really nice, especially against tanky teams. But really their only semi-tank is Nasus, and he doesn't even build full tank. So Talon here is trying to fight me and the Silas. He does get the ignite off on the Silas, so he's able to get that kill, but he feeds us another kill, which is really not what you want to do. Kayn, if he gets ahead, is probably one of the most devastating champions in the game because of his mobility, especially with blue Kayn. And if you're unfamiliar with Kayn, I plan on doing a guide video for lane Kayn. But his blue form allows for a lot more mobility than the red form. So Nasus here is fighting. He's not level 6, so we know we win this. We go ahead and pop our R, able to finish off the kill. Wasn't sure if Darius would have been able to finish him off. I don't think he had enough of his bleed passive on him. But yeah, his E, blue Kayn's E is on a shorter cooldown, and you move way faster going through walls when you go blue form. So it's just a lot better for perma roaming. If you're going against a lot of tanks and you plan on team fighting a lot, your best bet is red Kayn because it does max health damage. It also heals you every time you Q somebody, and your W becomes a knock-up. With blue Kayn, your W, you're able to cast it while moving, and it becomes a longer range as well. Very good ability though. Even before you get your form, W is very strong because it slows them. Good for kiting. We kind of entered there a little bit because we gave Talon free plating. He was just, while we were up there trying to gank, he got 2 plating off. He takes 2 turret shots there. I'm not really sure what his plan is there. Unfortunately, it is Talon, so he's able to just kind of escape us. I had no idea where he went. You can see it there because the Fog of War was turned off in replay, but I had no idea where he went. So he outsmarted me there pretty well. Well played, fair play to him. But again, we are at 4-0 at 8 minutes. I believe at this point we're like almost 75% through our red form. So again, we're gonna have to wait until we get our blue form, which is a little unfortunate, and it does put your power spikes on hold. We could gank bot lane, but at this point you've got so much red form essence that even if we just ganked bot and got a bunch of blue form essence, we would still have the red form first. It's okay, no big deal. Kayn's he's still a fun champ even if you don't have form yet. He just becomes that much better when you actually get form. So here we got the Warhammer and the Serrated Dirk, about a half stacked tier, and our magic boots, our free boots, are now with us. So we do have a lot of mobility, a lot of kill potential here. You want to, I didn't mention this, but your Q and your W, unfortunately, the Silas is going to die here, but we're able to get the kill and don't have to use our R. Oh no, we actually played this super bad. We should have just R'd him when we had the chance, but we did not. So he's able to escape here, which is unfortunate. I thought he went over that wall. Obviously he did not. They have vision in this bush somehow because he sees me. I did not know they would have vision in that bush. But we are able to get the kill here because he greeted and didn't just run. We're getting him with the max range W, so it all works out in the end. But what I was saying before that fight started, with your Q and your W, personally, I think Kayn is better when you're not maxing one or the other, when you kind of stagger them. So you can see here we got 3 points in both our Q and our W, just for the combo damage. Because with your W, if you max it, all you've got is poke, because once you get in with your Q, you're not going to do a lot of damage. I think it's best to stagger them.
Here we go.
But you'll see that when you're trying to do this without form, you're so slow. But as you get form, you can literally run through the entire map in your E. And it's on like a 5-second cooldown at the end of the game. So we jump over here. The Morgana was fighting the Lux. We have our R. We use the R on the Morgana there. Q into both the Caitlyn and the Morgana, and we're able to finish off Morgana with a auto. Clearing out the pink ward. Head back to lane. Talon's getting a little too comfortable. We got to make him uncomfortable once again. So we're going to take a reset here. So Talon's roaming, which is good for us because it allows us to push in and get some plating. And if he doesn't get a kill, it's really not worth for him, because we're gonna get a kill and some change worth of gold off just 2 plating there. Kills worth generally 300 gold. We just got 350 there off 2 plating, so we got more than a kill's worth of gold just by him leaving and not getting any kills. We see they're trying to set up some kind of dive play here, so we're just rotating to see if we can do anything to help out. Silas is chasing down the Shaco. We're going to try and cut him off here. We're able to E over the wall, and Renekton's there to help us get him, which is a very good play. Very good roam by Renekton to come up and help that. So now we'll finally take our reset. And we have our Duskblade. We're stacking up our tier. We've got Merc Treads, and we got another Warhammer. That's a lot of haste right now. This is kind of like a mix between a haste build and full damage. The Death Dance gives haste. I believe the Ghostblade gives haste. I could be wrong though, but a lot of it gives haste and damage, and you really want that on, especially on Blue Kayn. You're just spamming your abilities. But as you can see, we still don't have form yet. We've had our red form for like 3 minutes at this point, so we're getting close to having blue form. Here we're waiting for our E to come back up. We got 5 seconds on it, and then we're gonna go in. Morgana did have vision on it, but it's okay because we're Kayn. We go ahead and R the Morgana. We did ignite there. We are gonna die, but it's perfectly fine because we were able to get the kill. So at this point in the game, we're 7-1. We're not even 15 minutes into the game, and we are 7-1. So we are sitting pretty in a very good spot to carry this game. See what's going on the map. Shaco is trying to get Dragon here. We've got Silas holding down mid lane from the Talon. And we got Caitlyn down there pushing against our Lux. So it looks like, unfortunately, they're just going to get this dragon. I don't think that we have any way to stop this. But, yeah. So we'll go ahead and transform into Kayn. Blue Kayn, that is. And from here on out, we are just in a very good, strong position. We can kill anybody on their team. The only one we're going to struggle with slightly is the Nasus. But as you can see here, when I E and start going through walls... well, we actually have the Shaco here. Silas should be able to catch him, especially because he's taking turret shots for no reason. But as you can see, also, I did ask if I could have this blue buff because you use a ton of mana as Kayn. So I did ask for that, and we are working towards our mana immune at this point. But you can see with your E, if I use it here, look how fast you move through these walls. It's absolutely incredibly insane. We are here, which is not great because they heal. but the Renekton is able to stun under turret. We have to flash out of that last turret auto, unfortunately, but that could have gone a lot worse. Again, we're just trying to terrorize the map, and that's exactly what we did there. Completely threw them off their game. They didn't know what to do. They healed, flashed, ignited, all of the above. So at this point, lane phase for us is over. Once you hit blue form on Kayn and you start getting some items, you're just perma-roam. You just perma-roam the whole game and hope that you can prevent your team from the enemy team from scaling. So that's our goal here, is we're gonna go try and push this Nasus off. You can see when I was talking about struggling against Nasus, we're a lot, you know, item wise, but look at Nasus. He just does so much more damage to us. Nasus is just a much better 1v1 like sustained fighter. We're like, come out of the bushes, brush, or wherever over walls and just one shot you. But if in a sustained fight, blue Kayn is not the way to go. Unfortunately, we're not able to get him. We do try and Q over the wall there and fail epically. I was really hoping that our W would reach him while he was flying over. So first turret gold just comes at 17 minutes, which is pretty rare. Usually you're getting turrets by about the 15 mark or sooner. I'm gonna try and get this turret here. There's nobody near us, so we should have no problem getting it. That's an extra 300 gold for us. And I didn't mention this early game, but if you're still watching and you want to learn a little more about how to sustain in the early game, you want to use your E as a kind of a sustain tool, not really an engage or a disengage. You want to use it. You can walk through your tower and get your regen on, and it really does sustain you for quite a bit. So I would definitely use your E for that, mainly in the early game. And at this point, our E's on such a low cooldown that we can just kind of spam it however we want to. We were able to get our mana immune there, so we've got a very big power spike. We only got about 50 more stacks on our tier, and then it will be fully stacked and give us a lot of AD. So we see there's a fight going on right here. We're gonna E over and see if we can join in. The last thing you want to do is get a CC chained as Kayn. We're trying to hit a max range W there. Nasus isn't really taking any damage. It's kind of a problem. Morgana's trying to hit some Qs on us. We're going to try and burst down this Caitlyn. We are going to get her, but we probably... Oh yeah, we have to Q and get out. Use your Q. You can use it as like a little mini dash right there. That Morgana was going to hit that Q, but we were able to hit her with a mini dash and get out of the way. Also, another quick thing is, if you're playing against a Nasus, he can't actually wither you when you're in your E. So it counters Nasus's broken ability really, really well. So if he does wither you, you can E and get out of it. Very important mechanic to learn and understand. Anybody that has slows, Kayn is really good against for that reason. Very slippery, very evasive. Now as red Kayn, you're not near as mobile and not near as evasive. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to play sneaky assassin build, this is definitely the blue Kayn build. We're trying to get some damage off there. One W into that group gave us 58 gold from first strike. That's a very key component to this build, is it helps you get your items a lot faster. Just putting out a lot of damage. We know that's the clone, the one that was full health, because of the way it was posturing. Again, we're just trying to get some damage off. It gets us 155 per strike gold just for a W into a Q into their team. So here we're able to try and get this Shaco. But unfortunately, it looks like he's going to get away here. I'm just trying to look for the right angle to go in on him. See, this is where you kind of struggle, as if you get caught in chain CC. So there we got hit by the Morgana Q into a Caitlyn trap. And it's just not good, even with tenacity and even with tenacity from the Merc Treads, it's still not enough to prevent you from dying there. So let's see, Renekton looks like he's able to get the Caitlyn. See if he's able to get the Shaco here. We definitely do not have a scaling comp. Darius doesn't scale very well. Renekton doesn't scale very well. Sylas scales good mid game, but late game he falls off. And Lux is good. She scales good, but really, if we don't end the game pre like 40 minutes, it's just over for us. Even though I'm sitting on 8 kills with a fully stacked mana immune. At this point, we're starting to build into Death's Dance. So we got our armor. Here we're just trying to look and make sure that nobody's coming to try and steal Dragon and trying to zone if they do. Push in the mid wave just to keep the pressure applied. We do see that the Morgana and Nasus are down there trying to get something done. Looking for an angle for an engage. Don't really have it. We were able to hit a W on the Morgana there. So here we see the Talons just trying to split push top. We know we can 1v1 him, so we're gonna go up here and try and stop it. Unfortunately, we didn't see that he was basing there. We didn't have vision on it, so that's really unfortunate on our end. So go ahead and take a reset here and get another Warhammer, which gives us even more haste building into the Death Dance. Talon's able to get the Darius there. Caitlyn's able to get our Renekton. They're retreating. Our team's retreating. So we're going to go in and see if we can assassinate the back line. We're able to get off the kill on the Caitlyn. We run into a Shaco trap. It's so goofy when you're watching a replay to see, like, you know, you can see the Shaco trap and you're like, why'd you run into that? But you just don't see that when you're playing in the game. And it's just kind of funny, honestly. So here we're trying to chase down the Shaco. We just don't know where he's going. So we'll go ahead and push out this top wave. So here we see there's another fight going on down here in the mid lane. We're gonna see if we can come in and affect it at all. We're able to get damage there. He Q's over the wall, but we're gonna take him down with with our R into a Q. That is the good thing about your R. They dash or whatever, you stay on top of them with your R because you're literally in their soul. So kind of counter Shaco if you can get it off before he Qs or transforms into his clone. It's good. Very good way to play against him. Here we're just trying to get as much gold as possible. This is a very gold hungry build. You need to reach your items as soon as possible. So we see Scuttle Crab, we get it. We're just trying to roam around, see what's up, see what camps are up, see what people are mispositioning, see if we can get a kill. Really, you want to pick on things like a Caitlyn. We do get rooted there. It's not great. Again, you get rooted in this build, you just die. Caitlyn has her R. She's able to take us down there. But you want to backline assassinate. That's the way you want to play this. You want to just come in to a fight from an angle where you can get their backline. So here, if we know if we kill Caitlyn and Morgana, we win every fight just because we take their damage out of the equation. They get our mid turret here. They're gonna keep pushing, it looks like. Wow, that's a lot of damage from the Caitlyn there. She can basically just stand still and auto. Fun champ, fun champ. So we're rotating down to see if we can pick up any kills or disrupt in any way. Talon ults there. He does a lot of damage to us, but we should be able to pick up the kill here, I think. No, but we flash out of it and then E to get away, and Darius is able to pick up the kill. And we're gonna have our E back up so we can just go back in and keep healing. Absolutely just annihilate the Shaco there. Pretty much a one-shot, 2 abilities and an auto, and he's done for. A lot of damage. We have our Death's Dance at this point, so we have some survivability, and we got 2 more long swords to build into our Yumus. Here I can't decide what I want to do. I'm just, you know, should I go top and help her Renekton? And I do go there because I do see that the Caitlyn is there. So I'm just trying not to die here. I know that I need Renekton to take all the damage here. And I need to focus the Caitlyn. I need to get in on the Caitlyn. So I am able to get in on the Caitlyn. I R the Caitlyn. When I come out of my R, my Q's ready. And then I W the Nasus to get that kill. Talon is going in a 1v4, so we'll just get him for the triple. And at this point, I'm starting to get a lot more confident that this game is just over. We are sitting at 14-3 at 28 minutes into the game. We are hitting all our power spikes when we need to. And yeah, there's not really much that they can do to stop us at this point. We did get baited, and we hit the wrong Shaco box, but not the end of the world. We see that Shaco's on his chickens. Try and go for him here. We do get hit by the Morgana. Unfortunately, she is able to shut us down because of her root is so insanely powerful. We did go ahead and pick up our Yumus, so now we have a lot more movement speed and attack and lethality, as well as some good AD. We are down for another 30 seconds though. So this is how they win the game, is by shutting me down and pushing while I'm dead. If they could have done this, they could win this game very easily, very, very easily. See Darius down here fighting the Nasus and the Talon. He does a lot of damage. He's such a good 1v1 champ, yeah. He gets the double kill on the Nasus and the Talon. The Darius is the only other person on our team that's actually doing like really well. So it's really and he falls off super hard. So we're just trying to make sure that we keep our advantage pushed while we can. So we know here that we just kill Caitlyn. She's trying to kite us out, which she does a pretty decent job of, but we just know we have way more movement speed. and way more damage than she does. So we W into a Q into an R and 3 abilities. She gets 100 to 0'd. This is why I love this pick so much. Red Kayn is more reliable because you can survive a lot more and it's better team fighting, but for assassinating squishies, Blue Kayn is chef's kiss. Look how fast we're moving through walls. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Not sure what Talon is trying to accomplish there. He should have never came towards us. We're able to just get him in a WQ because he was already at like half health. Morgana's pretty useless if she doesn't hit her Q. As long as we're staying out of her Q, she can't do much to us, and then we're avoiding her pull. Just trying to position ourselves to get an angle again, just to get an angle to go in on a fight here. Ideally, you want to kill the Morgana in this situation because she's got the most utility. We're able to R over our Q and able to get out here. She misses her Everfrost. She does hit her root, unfortunately. If she had missed that, we were out. But she does hit that, which is well played by her. I thought we were going to be able to get out there. At this point, we're sitting on 17 and 5. We're starting to get to the point, though, where I'm a little worried if we don't end soon, we might start falling off. I do have Last Whisper at this point, working into our Sereldas. We're almost full build. This is an interesting fight. We're behind in all of our lanes, but it looks like they're going to be able to get that. Very well played by the Silas with the Zanyas there. But it does look like the Talon is going to be able to catch up. No, the Darius is there to save the Renekton. That is awesome. Great play by the Darius there. So we'll head in, see if we can help out the team finish this game off before they outscale us with the Caitlyn. Caitlyn damage is absolutely nutty. Always use your E when it's up if you're just trying to get some mobility. You're so mobile. So here we just plan on one-shotting the Shaco. We know which one's the real one because of the way he's running. If it was a clone, he wouldn't run from us. That's one thing that you can tell between a good and a bad Shaco player, or just a good and a really good Shaco player, is that how they position their clone. They'll try and fake you out. We get rooted here, but fortunately we are able to get out of it before they can kill us. And at this point, we just have much more sustained damage than this Nasus. He hasn't scaled enough. So we are him, able to take him down. We're able to get the Morgana as well. Almost die here because I take a turret shot, but we're able to use our E to get out. We still don't have our Sereldas yet, but we're trying to farm up and get as much gold as we can so we can get it before the game's over. Because it'll definitely help us with the Nasus, as well as slower enemies. It applies a slow on your abilities. So I believe we get it on this back, I believe that's why we're backing. Yeah, we have our Sereldas. We're now full build. The only thing we could get is a potion. Like a red potion to help us do a little bit more damage. You're just so mobile. I mean, just look how quick you're running through this. I mean, one W does 10% of Nasus's health, which is absolutely crazy. So here Morgana's just toast. She tries to Q us, but we are right through it. And we're able to take her down. She's the only one I'm scared about. We're able to hit Caitlyn with a blind W over the wall there. That was really well played by me. And then we just WQ her to finish her off. We've pretty much GG'd them here. Their two most important champs are down. Nasus is just, there's no way he can do anything against us here. We can just keep Wing him for the slow and it does a big chunk of his damage. I'm not opposed to going in on this Shaco here and just taking him down. We do have our R, he's dead. Nasus does not want to fight this, he's dead too. Just a very, very strong champion when you get ahead. Very high mobility, high damage. When you add those two together, there's not much the enemy team can do. So we're sitting on 24-5. Very good blue Kayn game so far. And at this point, it's just a matter of when. We definitely are winning. It's just a matter of when we're gonna actually finish it off. Here I try and go for a greed on the Caitlyn. She tries to run back into Fountain to get me executed by the Fountain. And Morgana, a WQ, 2 autos, and she's down. Yeah, we kind of greeted there to kill the Talon, but it was basically a limit test at that point. And now we can just watch as our team should be able to end the game here. They're playing it smart, my team, the red team, because they know without me there, we're really not, their team is stronger than our team, believe it or not, without me there, just because I have half of our 52 kills. So Renekton goes in here. It's not a great play just because he doesn't do enough damage anymore, but the Lux is there to bail him out, and Darius is there as well. He's gonna get his max stacks off on this guy, and he just takes him down with his true damage R. Oh, if Darius would have hit that, that would have been GG's. Well played. We'll go ahead and hop on my Kayn, and we'll go in and see if we can't wrap this game up really quick. I really want this. I really want this Talon. I just flash Q him. I know the game's over. Just trying to wrap it up. Winions are getting the Nexus. And that is how you play Kayn in the mid lane. Blue Kayn is a lot of fun. I really recommend it, guys. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments how it goes. Let me know in the comments also what you want to see next time. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I plan on releasing as much League content as I can, and I appreciate all the support. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.